Hello everybody, it's 7:20 Wednesday, July the 12th. I made it here in El Paso. I got these windows all boarded up and I am going to get me some much needed rest. I wanted to read something to you guys today out of Revelations, okay? When I was unloading today, boy, I started to share with some people in there, some other truck drivers. Let me tell you. One guy proceeded to tell me the best place to go park his truck and told me why. He pays $30. They got a good bar there and lots of girls out of Nogales or out of from Mexico, just coming across the border at this place. It costs you $30 to park the night there, and it's well worth it. And I told that guy, I said, I'm so far from what you're talking about. I said, it's not even worth me mentioning it to you. I think he got the idea. But anyhow, people that are living like that, he's totally blind. And he's totally in love and lust with what's in this world. He's not going to see what's coming. But anyhow, not to mention, I was really, really tired, to even hear that. I was a little surprised. Revelations chapter 17. Okay, now the 17, see, the Lord works with numbers. I know he does. I was 17 in this photo. Okay, remember now, the Bible's a mystery, you guys. I was 17 in this photo, and it was taken in 77. Now, we also know when the seventh seal is broken, there'll be 7 angels with 7 trumpets. You see how God works with these numbers, the 777 or the 77? Like Joseph when he interpreted the Pharaoh's dreams. 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. There's a 77. This was taken in 77. I mean, it's just amazing what the Lord does with these numbers. And the sevens, even now, looking at what's going on. Let me get to this now. Here we are, chapter 17. Now get this. The Jewish calendar right now is 5777. That photo I took at 77, I was 17. Well, now I'm 57. I mean, this is like, wow. Exactly 40 years later. And we know how God works with 40 even. But anyhow, let me get to this, you guys. I mean, I'm constantly amazed with the Lord and everything and all his ways. Even knowing this, it's like, wow, Well, let me get to this. Chapter 17, and there came one of the 7 angels, notice number 7 again, which had the 7 vials. Oh, those 7s, boy. It's something that the Lord uses those 7s, don't he? And he walked up to me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. We know where that is. And that's right here. A lot of people will come on these channels and try to say, oh, it's really over here, it's really over there, blah, blah, blah. Trying to trip up and deceive. I've had dreams of this. I've actually seen where the nukes are going to be hitting this place all over. It's going to be bad. I've seen where people are trying to comfort other people that were like dying from the nukes. And there's not going to be doctors to help these people. It's going to be bad, you guys. Okay. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Listen, you guys, I drive all over the nation. You guys wouldn't believe all the wineries that I see. I mean, a lot of people with, little grape wineries or whatever, they're making their own wines. It's everywhere. Wine tasting. And, it's like, wow. And then the pride signs, I'm seeing pride everywhere. Pride on this, pride on that. And it says, before destruction comes the pride. And I'm seeing these signs everywhere, you guys. everywhere. I'm sure you guys got to be seeing it too. So he carried me away in the spirit. That's why I say we're always trying to grow in the spirit, to be a member of Christ. Okay, Jesus Christ is the head, and we are a member. Okay, remember we were talking about that. Some of us have different gifts. Little different gifts. Some will prophesize, and some will speak in tongue, and some will interpret tongue, and which could be different languages. Who knows? But it's what the Spirit puts upon a person. We're not to like I had people speaking in tongues, and I asked them, listen, if there's nobody to interpret it, please don't do that here, because I don't know what you're saying. And if there's nobody here to interpret it, the Bible even says, to hold it. Don't do that. Because nobody can hear it or understand it. So therefore, it doesn't do us much good to hear it, unless you can tell us what you're saying. That would be nice. Alright, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Now you guys know I'm driving a truck that's called 10 Points, which is it's got 10 horns on it. Okay, now, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations. And somehow we even had a president called Obama in a nation, and filthiness of her fornication. Listen, you guys, we haven't seen the last of Obama. You guys see how he's stirring up the waters all the time, constantly. He ain't gone nowhere. Well, we who are among the wise, we know this. This is for the foolish to find out later. Okay, they're going to have to find this out. Sadly, they're going to have to figure this out later. But the Lord, He didn't separate it. He separated us, and He's revealed this to us to where we see it. It stands out to us. And those that it stands out for, it's like hard to believe what we're seeing and witnessing, where others are like perfectly fine with everything. It's like, how is this possible? How is this possible that you see and don't hear? I don't understand that. But God says, I'll send them strong delusion so that they will believe the lies, so that they may be damned. Strong, you guys. And upon her forehead was the written mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs. See my shirt that I have on right now? On the back, that's what it says, the martyrs. This shirt it's about the martyrs and stuff of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore dost thou marvel? I will tell thee a mystery of the woman, and the beast that carrieth her, which has the 7 heads and 10 horns. And the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life. See it? What it says? Those on earth, it says they'll wonder whose names were not written in the book of life. See, we were written, that's why we were separated, and we see what's getting ready to happen. And we're going to be spared this moment of trial that's about to be, happen. Okay? And a lot of people have been trying very hard to come against us with this, not wanting us to see this, okay? I think we're at that point, you guys, where it's going to happen anytime now. Anytime. I tried sharing with this waitress that waited on me a little bit ago, and, you can tell they don't really quite take it serious, I looked at my order number, and it was like 399666. I asked her, I said, do you see this order number a lot? And she goes, yeah, I see it a lot. She goes, I always see the 666 a lot. And she goes, maybe it's the demon in me. I'm going, what? In other words, I think she was telling me she had a demonic spirit. And they're all around, you guys. They're all around. Whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundations of the world. When they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is, and here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth, and there are 7 kings. 5 have fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space, and the beast that was and is not, even to the 8th. See, Obama was, okay? Now he isn't, but he will be the 8th. And is of the 7th, okay? And goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as of yet. You guys got to remember something now. These are going to be demons, okay, that are going to be hosting all these people. Because if the Holy Spirit's not in them, you know, this is what's happening. Excuse me. We're not, this isn't about the flesh and blood, you guys. These are spirits. It's spiritual. It's wicked, man. And most people, they just can't fathom this, you know, what the truth is. They can't fathom what the truth is. Even seeing it. When I showed people the spirits in my videos, how they go in and out of me, I try to explain to them that this is what's happening to everyone, all people that are out there, you know. I said, you know, you don't have to be amazed by what you see with me. I said, that's being revealed so you have an idea what's going on. And you're thinking, you know, sometimes it's not your thinking. You know, you need to be aware of these things. It's hard for people to want to grasp it. You know, another thing, you guys, you know, when I had that dream about all of us being in the river and we were all going in the same direction, then everybody started throwing rocks at us. And when I say at us, there's only about a handful, there's maybe 4 or 5 of us that ended up making it to the other side of the river. And I seen hooks, like silver hooks, pulling these people out of the water. And as soon as they got lifted up out of the water, their heads dropped immediately like they were dead puppets. And we were still in the water and witnessing all this. You notice how I said we were in the water, and when they got pulled out of the water, it was as if they became dead, like they weren't there no more. And their bodies were being carried into a mountain, which I thought was going to hell. But anyhow, you know how Jesus said we must be born again of spirit and water, okay? We remained in the water. They didn't, okay? That's the only thing I can tell you. I'm sharing the dream with you the way I seen it. All right. Then, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength into the beast. All right. Now, we know Obama's been over there messing with that one world order with Germany and stuff like that. This is all being set up, you guys. Just like these microwave towers everywhere. People are being led to the slaughter, man. They're going to, you know, a lot of people are going to die. We don't have to be fearful of it, okay? Because we know the Lord didn't separate us to go through this wrath. But I just want you guys to know the destruction that is going to be happening too. It's going to happen. All right. These shall make war with the Lamb. See, they're preparing it like they're going to be going against, you know, like an alien invasion. Man, we should be rolling the red carpet out for Jesus, you know, but instead, they're going to try to fight, which is going to be hopeless, man. It's not even going to be a battle to him. He's going to destroy him in seconds, if that. And the Lamb shall overcome them, For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called. Now listen to this, you guys. They're called, they're chosen, and they're faithful. Does that sound like us, don't it? We were called, and we were chosen. We were chosen, you guys. Look at this. Many of us, we've all failed. None of us, he's seen something in us, peculiar about us, that he liked. Okay? That's why we were chosen by him. Like that waitress I talked to the other day in Nogales, and she goes, for a few years, nobody's been talking to her. I was the first one she met. And I let her know, I said, you were chosen. That's why you see. And a lot of other people don't see, and everything seems normal to them. And she started to smile like, like she started to understand why she's seen and why they didn't. See, now I'm hoping she's got enough information to where she'll understand and be able to grow with that, and find us or people like her on the YouTube channel. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes of nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. That's America, you guys. I mean, it's going to be burnt toast to the crisp. I've seen it. Nukes are coming, man. Nukes. If you could read body language, I could look at Trump, I could look at the Chinese president, and I could see it in their face, what's getting ready to happen. Like they know it's a bad thing. For God has put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and to give their kingdoms into the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. Just like he had the Pharaoh, he led his armies into that sea with it wide open. They went right in there, and then he dropped the sea on top of them. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. We got one great city, and I call it New York City. And everybody from all over the world loves to come to that place and play. It's a 24-hour town. It's got the most whoredom stuff going on, gambling. It's got everything you can imagine going on there. Why do you think homosexual people loved it there so much? I had a cousin, Alan. He went there as soon as he was able to go. He loved New York City. He died of AIDS out there. And I have nothing against the homosexual people, okay? I hope, pray that they're able to overcome this spirit that's in them, okay? That's what it is, and I'm trying to just be honest with anybody that's hearing this. God hates all sin, okay? Even when you cheat on your spouse, your husband, or your wife, that's sin, and God doesn't favor any of these things, okay? Christian people are going to be hated real bad. Number one, because they're saying their faith says if you don't have Christ, you're lost. You're not going to make it. Only through Christ. So in other words, all religions are all going to fall short. Okay? Because if you're not following Christ, you're not worthy of him. Therefore, that's the end of the story. Okay? If you don't love him first, and you don't, it's the end right there. I told this other lady, I said, look, if you love the Lord first above everybody else in your family, everybody and anything, even your children, love him first. I said, then and only then are you capable of truly loving anybody. Because without him, there's nothing here that can fulfill us in this world. We're always empty, hollow, like there's something missing. But when you have Christ in you, and you have the love of Christ above all, then you can love other people, and truly. But you got to love him first. You know what I mean? You got to be following him. It's just that simple, man. You know, you got to be following him because I'm telling you, there's nothing in this world. I can't wait to be out of here. I want to be with him. I want to be doing what he wants me to do. You know, then I know it's going to be good. And not only will it be good for me, it'll be good for everybody around me. You know, the beauty of everything. Look, man, look at this. This place is falling apart. It's falling apart, you guys. 17 and 77. There's those sevens, huh? How about that? Now I'm 57. 5 is the number of grace. 7 and 77. You know, this is how the Lord works, y'all. Okay? You can clearly see that gorilla like there. Let me tell you something. When I first got this photo, you couldn't see these things. These things weren't even, you couldn't see them. The only thing I seen was that angel. That's what I seen. Right away, I seen that. About 4 or 5 months later, I figured out at the end of that trumpet, the white horse, the clock, and the bathtub. I was like, oh my gosh, there's a message right there. There's a message right there. The white horse, Jesus Christ. The bathtub, by the blood of Christ. That's what that is, you guys. Then, I took this picture right here of the clouds. See, I could see the faces. I seen it right away, just like I seen this angel. As good as I see this angel, not everybody can see it neither. I could see these faces easily. Very easily, I could see them. That's because the Lord's given me eyes to see them. Remember what I said? We all have certain gifts. I've got the gift of sight. Okay? Some people have the gift of interpretation. Gift of tongues. Gift of, love. Of truly, there's different gifts, you guys. And no matter how small one might seem, with the others combined, man, we produce much fruit. Combined. You see what I'm saying? When we combine, when we become a full body of it, combined, man, then it's like, wow, look at what we can do now. You know what I mean? But by ourselves, you see what I'm saying? I'm tired, you guys. I'm gonna lay down, man. I'm gonna load this video up right now. I just want to let you guys know I am here in El Paso. And I'm going to get me some rest, man. I'm tired, man. I mean, like, really, really tired. I don't know how good I'm going to sleep in here, but it'll be better. At least I know I don't have to set this alarm clock, I can just lay down and sleep. God bless each and every one of you in the name of our Lord, Jesus Christ, okay? Remember, it's all about Jesus Christ, what he did on the cross, okay? He loved us that much that he did what he did. By his stripes, we were healed, okay? I wanted to show you that one gas station is called Stripes here. That's what they call it, Stripes. Then when you look at the picture, it's red stripes. See, Jesus was whipped. By his stripes, we were healed. There's other gas stations that I went into called Spirit, There's signs all around us, you guys. They're all around us in the physical. But these are spiritual signs. That's why Jesus said to watch and to be looking. We wrestle not with flesh and blood. The spirits are running everything here, you guys. Even all these ex-presidents and stuff like that, man, their families for generations have been ruling over us. They're in a lot of trouble. Make no mistake about it. They're in a lot of trouble. Another thing I wanted to say, I seen a video clip where somebody asked George Bush when he was president. They said, when you see the Pope's eyes, what do you see? First thing I thought was a chomo, a perverted person. Then I heard Bush said, God. And I went, oh my gosh, and he was our president? And he's seen God in that guy's eyes? Where me, I seen somebody perverted. Wicked. That's what I see. But see, these are the people that were ruling over us. They were ruling over us. They still are. Jesus fixed to take them out of the way, man. They're through. They are through. Okay? God bless each and every one of you. And remember the power of the name of our Lord, Jesus Christ, okay? Don't let anybody come in here and tell you, oh, his real name is this, this, this. Don't go for it. It's always been Jesus Christ, okay? Hold fast thy crown, because if you don't think they're not here to try to trip you up, they are. Don't let them do it, okay? Love each and every one of you.